So one final piece. So, race by gods. Uh, what to say in such a moment? Best to speak from the heart, I suppose. I'm glad to be back. And we're glad to have you back. Glad hardly suffice to describe it. We're over the moon that you're still here, Derek, or should we call you Oscar? I no longer have Oscar's power. Derek will do. I was remade from a portion of my essence that was to be returned to the star and will live out my days as a man. May I ask what happened? No sooner had the 12 vanished than you reappeared before us. At the very last, I couldn't bear it. Couldn't bear to say farewell. Your earnest friendship had laid down my steps. And the little feller's fevering call halted them. I was overwhelmed by the keenest longing to remain among you and see more of the world I love. Upon seeing me torn, my brethren bade me follow my heart. I needed no further urging. We created the instrument of blessing in the faith that one day the star would no longer need our guiding hand. Thanks to you, that day has finally come. But I ramble. How uncharacteristic. We head back to the Umpilas, shall we? So, apparently this device is supposed to, it's supposed to gather faith. Oh, there it is right there. Just there. Yeah, it's supposed to gather prayers and faith and give it power, I guess. And return it. It makes it power and then returns it to the, and then sends it to the star to energize it. To keep the star stable. Always. Well, we must return to Charlie, and the forum will be expecting a report. Yet, if the entire truth were to be revealed to the public, it would shake the very foundation of the worship of the 12. When penning our report, we would do well to consult the forum on what details are safe to disclose. Much pertaining to the field of mythology will need to be obfuscated, I fear. Worrying out of my account. Inspired by our findings, I have a mind to examine the 12 in the context of reception theory. The people's perception of deities are wont to be informed by their culture. By comparing the differences across eras and regions, I believe we may uncover heretofore unseen aspects to the 12. Reception theory, you say? Most intriguing. I should like to see the fruits of your research when I visit Charlotte. When you do, have care not to reveal who you used to be. Our scholars would be all over you like starved beasts. I see, perhaps I shall wait a while before I come calling. I came to you. I simply roamed the world. I had no objective, nothing I wished to find. With the second chance I have, I mean to undertake my travels with a renowned perspective. By the error I set out. I remove my brethren's hopes elsewhere, to a place in men's midst. Oh, what do I feel? An ideal. If you don't mind, we should like to accompany you. By all means, we walk for the sanctum of the 12 in the East Shroud. Wait, the sanctum of the 12 is, yeah. That's where we go to get married and stuff. Too bad I haven't found anyone to marry in this game. I was close, but then... But then something happened to where they couldn't marry me and had to marry someone else to... Because of... Which I understood completely. Because unlike everybody else that's been doing marriages just so they could get the items, I want it to mean something. So... no matter how many times I visit the sector, its majesty, majesty, never fails to move me. And rich history, and the rich history, originally built during the dawn of the Fifth Astral Era. It was reclaimed by the woods before being restored in the wake of the calamity. Truly, it stands as a testament to the influence that magical civilizations and city-states have had upon Erosion's culture. Effective harbors the hopes of man, and now those of my brethren shall join them. If you are not averse, I would speak a little of my brethren, that is, those individuals whose essence lent them form. As it pertains to another age, some concepts may be foreign to you, but would you be interested nonetheless? Of course. Excellent. Buttercup was a man with a gift for creating inanimate objects such as buildings and furnishings. With his abilities, he served a supervisory role at the Bureau of the Architect, where he was nothing short of a pillar. His chief was carefree to a fault, you see, and he took it upon himself to ensure the work was done. Raglar was a brawny man from Vanat encountered on her travels. They quickly struck up a friendship, and he joined her on a quest to destroy an enormous meteor that was hurtling towards the star. It's fair to say this event gave rise to the legend surrounding the destroyer. Zima was a woman who served as the judicial officer in the Bureau of Administrator, an experience which served her well as the warden. She was an ardent proponent to the seat of Azem, and dreamed of training under Vanat and her successor. Nathal was a close personal friend of mine, a merchant by trade, who was outwardly tortuous, but also possessed a reserved side and knew quiet joy in his passion for war. When men began treating him as a dual aspect of God, it reminded me of the person he used to be, and I couldn't help but be struck with a pang of nostalgia. Noah was a landscape architect of great repute who grew plants gathered from the star over. Despite being skilled in magic, she preferred to nurture plants as nature intended, and her garden ever bloomed with beautiful flowers. All who visited were said to leave with their souls salved. Alcott was a researcher who observed newly made creations in Elvis. He possessed mastery over time magics and was known to be kind-hearted, if reticent man. Although it was his sister's urging that he first joined our faction, he soon became a stalwart believer in the cause and always took the initiative in discussion. Halone was a formidable warrior tasked with hunting creations that were deemed detrimental to the star. For her prowess, she had been regarded as a leading candidate for the seat of Pashatar, or preserver of discipline and order. Miveya was the youngest among us, a student afflicted with the words of Laha Brea. Affiliated with the words of Laha Brea at the and even within that prodigious institution, she was considered a prodigy, and hers were the hands that created the magics to isolate and seal Zodiac. Really? Was the headmaster of the a man of learning and leadership both. He presided over the institution's medical facilities. No known phenomenon existed in which he wasn't versed. Words do not do justice to express the remarkable scholar that he was. Nimira was an observer in Elpis, like her older brother. She possessed a caring and inquisitive nature, and was liked and trusted by her peers. It is said that she began the custom of offering flowers to the departed. Lemane was a researcher at Metabasos Dalias, a faculty for the observation of elevation of sea level. So passionate that she was about her work, she once threw a knife at someone who inadvertently came too close to her observations subject. Aswan was a traveler whom Vinat encountered in the wilderness. They shared a campfire and discussed at length what it meant to be free. Leaving my hopes as the wanderer in this place, I shall set forth anew as simply a man named Death. And last but not least, the Watcher. He is the chief archivist at Enix and respected Vanna deeply as an individual, even as he cared for her as a dear friend. Indeed, among our number, none was more devoted to Vanna, and that devotion made him best suited to his duty and the solitude that accompanies it. That is all. 'Tis a lot to remember, but I should be glad that they remain with you in some way. The lore is gonna be insane when people put this all together. We're grateful that you should share with us these new aspects of Heidelin and the 12. Thank you. 'Tis we past time we head back to Charlotte. It wouldn't do to keep Ojika waiting. I assume you'll be traveling via Linsa Lamenta, in which case allow us to see you all from there. Till now I've wandered alone, but I recently learned a journey is better shared. They glow now. Oh, never mind. They stop glowing. It'd be cool if after this, they would show them glowing. Like... So yeah, like in the end, they weren't just random people that were selected. They were ancients, and they each had a major role that in the world of the ancients. But I didn't expect to have the lore of each and every one of them. I thought in the end we would have had to just piece that together ourselves, but no, he's just like, here's all the information about us. They say you can actually see some of them, or all of them, in Elpis, if you look, like, as normal people. Our friends are presently booking their passage. Yay, passage! That's where you were. There's room aboard the next ship, so we'll be setting sail shortly. Well, Derek, no sooner do we arrive at a crowded place than you up and disappear. 'Tis a force of habit in order to avoid people. You don't have to do that anymore. But I needn't do so anymore, do I? On the contrary, I should embrace the chance to connect with other souls. As your comrades, we completely agree. And remember, you're always welcome to Baldessi and Enix. So be sure to pay us a visit. You may depend on it. Thank you, Derek, for giving us your trust. And thank you as well, Rana. Had you not been with us, we would have struggled to grant the 12 their wish. Yeah. Well, I'd best find our vessel. While the report remains to be compiled, I believe we can officially declare our investigation complete. Till next we meet, my friends. Do you still have time, Ronald? Yeah, just a little bit. I only got about 5 minutes. I embark on my journey. There is a place nearby I would like to visit. Might I ask you to accompany me? Come, we shall head outside the city via the Tempest Gate. Jesus, what? Look, I'm gonna go this way, it'll be faster. What the? I just came out of nowhere, but I had to go ahead and get the next scene. There's one thing I tell everybody, no matter what. It's like, I've reached a point where I can't play a game, really, unless it has a good story. Like, if your story doesn't interest me, I probably most likely won't enjoy your game very much. The only way I would endure it, just like, is if the game mechanics and stuff, the gameplay itself is good. Here the wind whips in from the sea like a storm. I always found the sensation quite invigorating. Used to wonder. I intend to strike west, and then make my way through upper and outer Lanoskia, in order to mark my new beginning as a man. En route, I wish to see Osmond's embrace with you. You need only accompany me across the bridge. Alright. Now I should continue on my own. Oh, dude. Oh. Such a great wave that was ripped. The gods gripped the mainland. In the wake of the calamity, my brethren and I were all occupied with our respective duties. This is my very first time seeing the bridge. Shall we then? Maybe try not to fall behind. It's already quite impressive. I to the bridge's completion. Tis a fine bridge, boasted splendid, and brimmed with life. The very image of man's determination to overcome adversity. That it should be named Astronom. That's it. Well, this is as far as I asked you to come. But if you're willing, might we converse a little more? It occurs to me that I asked you about your opinion of the 12. Have you personally, how you personally perceive us, for instance, or what you felt when you faced us? Your words from the heart. I would take that. Oh, there's a lot to talk about, a lot to say. Is that so? The others will be glad to hear that. Thank you for humoring me, Ronald, and apologies. Taking you so long. I am ready to set forth now to witness a world filled with our blessing. To begin with, I shall tour Lanosia, Lanosia, and visit those locals which are named after the 12 locales. After which, I shall go wherever the wind blows. Together with this fellow, of course, until such time as he tires of my company. I don't think that's possible. This time I shall embrace the joy of meeting and accepting the sorrow of parting. And when the time comes for me to return to the star, I shall share my experiences with my brethren. Needless to say, your words will feature prominently in my recounting. You will continue your journeys, will you not? Mm-mm. Then I shall look for you out there. Fare you well, my friend. May the 12 bless you and keep you. That's it. By completing the quest Soaring Prophets, paintings of certain deities among the 12 will become available for purchase. Really? So we can get paintings of the 12. The God's Grip. Yeah, the areas being named like the God's Crypt and Ascalon's bridge and stuff. Now they have like heavier meanings and how they represent it. Uh, um, I'm in a fate. What happened? How did this happen? But I can't do anything. So I have to go unlock a couple of things first. Let's go to Old Charlie. Charlie, yeah. Yeah, you. Wait, what is Mononoke over there? The Wandering Minstrel is where we gotta go. That's the thing. What is Mononoke? I wouldn't be surprised if it's something that has its own. No more wished to learn. Oh, that's the other thing. I forget what it's called. I'm coding. Weapons. Oh, okay, so I guess part 2 is gonna have this that allows it to upgrade further. That is the second whatchamacallit. Then the Divergent Dungeon. It's called. Greetings, my friend. If you have a tale to share, the minstrels are yours. Talk about Zeromus. The dread beast Zeromus. 'Tis a battle that shook the very heavens. I'm sure not less would be fit an adversary named for a falling champion of the 13th. If you are willing to share, a captive audience stands before you. Tell them a story about that. So you encountered baleful dark with splendid light. And what a fascinating twist to the tale of Zero that is in of the void to wield it. To be possessed of the strength of spirit, forge her own future in so brazen a fashion. Though in truth, knowing she is partially sent, I would have expected the light to refuse her outright. I shudder to think what might have happened if she had to, if it had to her, to Azradah, to this very star. The musings of darkest despair brings forth a song of hope, if I may. From dregs of dark did Semiramis rise to claim the flesh of worm as its god. A rift of death, its kin left to weep, as fiend unleashed sought home and release. From self-same shade did rise a dark night, a void-kissed child now graced by the light. 'Twas she who dared to defy her fate, and by her hand damnation's wheel break. See, even this acknowledged her as a Dark Knight, becoming pretty much a paladin. Our mercy, it seems Zero has found a way to save not only our void sent kin, but our home as well. And while Gomez may have committed terrible deeds, that he yet lives means that he may yet do good. The night fathomless darkness of Zoram is contained within the memorial crystal shall pave a path of newfound hope. And all is past, to be sure. But one they shall walk together, and at journey's end I pray the 13th will flourish with life once more. There's the extreme, and apparently I have access to the Dragon Song more. The Dragon Song War, you say? Quite some time has passed since that conflict drew to a close. Having now survived the threat of the final days, I believe we may reflect more deeply upon the emotions that have driven man and dragon both. By all means, recount the tale for me. I see. I profess to weave words for the living, but on this occasion they utterly fail me. Yet this much I will say. Like an unwatched fire, pain and loss mustn't be left unattended, for they were the embers that kindled a 1,000-year conflict. Tell me, my friend, have you ever dwelled on that dark moment? Dwelled on what may have come to pass if the life which was lost was spared instead? It is said that there are no ifs in history, yet man is wont to cast his mind towards the path not walked. In acknowledgement of this, I would sing of alternate eventualities. Why not by vigilance may silver mail endure, javelin's point never touch a comrade pure. Look back upon the past we failed to take, and prepare for the trials that lie in wait. As you may have noticed, I drew inspiration from the words of the Archon Lalafell wrote in his journals, allusion to the Dragon Song. Some may dismiss the exercise as wishful painting, but by thus reflecting upon the past, I believe we shall be better braced for the future. When you have a quiet moment, perhaps you too back and imagine the tale as it might have unfolded. So, long story short, he's saying that this is an alternate. This is practically ours and his take on events that happened in the Dragon Song War. Like, what if Haurchefant didn't die during the Dragon Song War? Which apparently, since he didn't die, we didn't take this. We didn't really take like, we didn't really deal with a lot of the problems. I mean, I already know how the fight plays out and stuff for the phases. Yeah, I've been spoiled with all the ultimate fights, actually. Because I normally watch Mr. Happy and others go through them when they are released. But we have to keep in mind, it's talking about an alternate event, alternate timeline stuff. So it's like, it's not canon, it's just a what-if scenario. But, that's about it, though. Yeah. Yep, that's it for now, though. It is time to use these. Number one. Have a good coin. You know what? We didn't really We didn't really look at this, did we? Ew. Martial arts. Martial artist pumps. What? What? Oh, let's see them things for my. Oh my. Okay. No, it's all 640. Okay. 610. Oh! What? Oh, is that the new... Oh, I need it. I want it. Oh, okay, so that's what that outfit is. And apparently we have a sleeveless. Oh, I like that outfit. Is there a hat? Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, it looks like... We have new... Yeah, we have, whatchamacallit. Yeah, we have, whatchamacallit. New, I think that's... No. Wait, what? Yeah, this is new, right? No crits? Wow, there's no crit on these. Anyway, that's it for now. But, that's all for now. I'm gonna take an hour break. Actually, I'll take a half an hour break just to be. And then I'll go and... While doing that, I'll go wake up Dipper. And he can continue his little Alan Wake quest to get all the achievements. And do... Well, yeah, that's all he's doing really, is just going after the achievements.